So I want to talk about the most common warranty claim on a bicycle. And it's sad, it's funny, it depends on your perspective. But when end consumers replace pedals, pretty much large percentage are going to be buying a crank because they're going to strip the non-drive side crank. And so I want to talk about, why that is and how to install your pedals correctly, to be honest, and how to take them off correctly. So, everybody knows righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's just the way everything is for the most part. For the most part, pedals are not that way because, when you pedal a bike, if it's righty tighty, lefty loosey, what would happen is as you're pedaling, your non-drive side pedal would actually loosen as you pedal and it might fall out. So the threads are inverted, right? And so therefore, on both sides, as you pedal, so essentially the pedals are tightened by rotating them towards the front of the bike. It's no righty tighty, lefty loosey, just towards the front of the bike actually tightens the pedals onto the cranks. And loosening them is done by turning them towards the back of the bike. And so it's a safety issue. You don't want your pedals falling out and, on one side. Well, because of this, a lot of customers don't know this, and they just, the non-drive side, they strip the threads on the crank. It's so awful. It's crazy. And I sympathize with them. And generally I've been somewhat generous, not crazy generous. So the non-drive side crank is the one that is inverted, and so no big deal. So if you're gonna replace your pedals, make sure you use a 15 millimeter wrench. When you turn it towards the back of the bike, it'll loosen on both sides, and when you rotate towards the front of the bike, it'll tighten on both sides. Use a little bit of grease. Make sure to tighten it with your hand at first. Make sure it goes in with the threads. And please be super careful with the non-drive side because that's a suspicious thing. Whenever a bike company sees a non-drive side, threading, strip threads, they just say no warranty, ever. I mean, it's, everybody kind of knows what it is. It's generally a user-defined mistake. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.